Okay, so this might be kind of a bumpy ride. We're headed to Glendive to be with family, and family is definitely one of our Christmas traditions.
To be making our Christmas memories, oh, and I've been longing to hold you close, forget about everyone else.
Actually, heading to Glendive isn't where we usually spend our Christmas Eve, Christmas Day with that family, because my family has a whole different tradition for Christmas, and I think it's worked out really well for us, and I want to share that with you. My sisters and my brother, we all are married and have our own children, our own families. We've decided that on my side, all of us are going to have Christmas in the summer, and it's worked out so well for us to all get together, and we pick pretty much the year before, we pick where we're going to do it and kind of the time frame that we're going to do it. We draw names for gifts, and we all get together, and there's no conflicting, you should be here, you should be there. It's just use it as a little bit of a vacation in the summer, and you have a lot of time to plan, and it just works out really well. So if you're a family that has many families in the same family, and you just find it so hard to get together on Christmas Day, on Christmas Eve, or when should you spend Christmas here or there or wherever, that could be a really good just kind of plan for you to maybe start that and bring that up to your siblings and see if they would be a part of that too. So I guess everybody kind of has to be a part and be able to be there and do it. But the other thing is, there's really no excuse, except when you have really sick kids like we did this year and we didn't make it. So that's why we're heading to Glendive. That's not the only reason, but that's one of the reasons why we are headed to Glendive, and just gonna spend Christmas Eve and Christmas Day with my family. My one brother, my sisters won't be able to make it, but it'll be really fun to be with my brother and my parents as well, and around the cousins, and the anticipation of being around the cousins and the presents, the kids, it's just such a fun time because of that. So our one tradition is definitely family, is definitely taking that time to be with those that we love. Another Christmas tradition that we've done at least the last 3 or 4 years is to do the Capitol trees, and what an amazing time that is at Pierre, South Dakota, at the Capitol building. They have all kinds of different groups, whether it's clubs or businesses in town. They all come together. They decorate. A lot of them are live trees that they decorate, put ornaments on. Some of them are not live trees. Some of them are not even trees at all. They look like a Christmas tree, but they're made of something completely different. And people put a ton of work into these trees, and so we've gone through like I said, the last 4 years, we've gone through, looked at the trees. The kids just love it, and in the Capitol, you can look for these little blue stones in the floor and stuff, and they do have a little craft for the kids, and it's just a really great place for the family to kind of get in the Christmas spirit, and we love it there. It's a fun time. And then after we're done looking at all the trees, we do go out, and they have a pond there. I don't think the pond ever freezes over. It's got running water constantly, and a lot of geese come in, and we feed the geese some popcorn that we popped before, and the kids and I and Bethany and everybody love to feed the geese. The goose poop capital of the world.
Nice.
And we also look in the water, and there's these huge carp that I mean, they have nothing to do in that water but get bigger, and so they're huge, and they come up to the surface of the water, and they just slurp the popcorn or whatever's left over that the geese and ducks don't eat, and we all love doing that. And so it's just a really great way to see all the different groups represented there, and how all kinds of different people celebrate Christmas. And I just love that for just remembering that, and also for our kids to see that and talk about it, and just get us in the Christmas spirit. Our church does a live nativity, and that's another thing that we do. Just a lot of fun there. And so those are the things that are fun and exciting, and the great things that we like to think about that bring joy. But it's not always just joy and excitement and happiness on Christmas. For a lot of us, it's a first of loss, maybe of somebody that you've lost, very special, and that's also for us this year. We lost our neighbor, and she was a very close kind of a grandma to all of us, and we loved her so much, and we remember her, Christmas card and the plate of goodies we'd share. And so we will miss her greatly, and it really got me thinking about how there's a lot of families, there's a lot of different people that are going to be sharing some of those same feelings of the first Christmas without that special somebody, or just event that took place that is hard to look back and remember. And so our hearts and our minds go out to those families or individuals that are going through Christmas with the heaviness on their heart this year of those things. And so we don't want to forget that, but we also don't want to just meditate on that solely. We want to think about the joy that is to be shared during Christmas. And so I would just encourage those watching that have just the heavy hearts this Christmas, that it is about joy and peace and love, and surround yourself with people that are willing to share that with you this season, today and tomorrow, and try not to just kind of stay in the lull, even though that's such an easy thing to do. So I hope that this does encourage you, this video does encourage you, just a little bit on traditions and just some thoughts. But we hope that you do have a very Merry Christmas, and just a wonderful couple of days with the people that you love. And so thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
This year, it's just gonna be you and me, hanging by the fire till. Isn't this how it's supposed to be?
Merry Christmas!
I've been longing to hold you close, forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories.